I'm in love with this track. Absolutely, absolutely love it. That's the Lumineers with Ho Hey right here on EuroTrash. Nice one. Oh, they give them a round of applause at the end of that track and everything. Very, very cool. Right now we're actually chatting to Danielle Weakley. She is from Grazia magazine. I want to chat about Oscars because the Oscars happened on Sunday and there's all this talk about, I'm going to call it Les Nippelabre. Does that make any sense, Danielle? Because that is what the international media have dubbed it.
Right. Well, I mean, there was a lot of it.
Yeah, apparently
kind of
so. What do you think about Anne Hathaway's dress? Because personally, I had a look at this and I thought you knew you were going to win. She knew deep down that she was going to walk away with Best Supporting Actress, and I just feel like that dress was just so blur. It was just
so blur.
So
Absolutely.
blur.
I mean, I think, look, it's a beautiful Prada frock. I get that, but it's creased, it's pale pink, it does nothing for her coloring, it does nothing for her figure, and you're exactly right. She must have known she had a really good chance that she was winning.
I mean,
she won everything to that point. The likelihood of her not walking away with the Oscar statue was pretty slim.
Completely.
Surely this was your moment. I thought she looked amazing at the BAFTAs. She was wearing that beautiful Burberry embellished gown.
Yes,
she had an amazing,
agree.
very cute little Les Mis clutch bag.
Yes.
She looked sensational. She looked pretty fierce in the Dior white dress earlier in the year at the Globes, but this pale pink Prada did nothing for me.
It was a complete letdown. I was so looking forward to what she was wearing. I was sure she was going to get a Best Dress nomination in there as well as winning her award, and it was just completely miserable. But the other side of it was also the Armani Privé trend. Let's talk about that. I mean, Jessica Chastain and Naomi Watts in Armani Privé, and I think they both looked spectacular.
I agree with you. I think both of those dresses were incredible. Jessica Chastain in that beautiful gold gown. It was just
Stunning.
So incredible with her colouring and with her hair.
Completely.
She didn't look great earlier this year at the Golden Globes, and she got a lot of flack for that.
She did.
As she called it, sea foam, that greeny frock
Yes.
that everyone moaned so much about.
Yes.
But she looked absolutely amazing on the red carpet. And Naomi Watts, for me, was one of the best dressed as well. That incredible cutout detail on that metallic Armani Privé frock was just, it was so fierce.
It
She
was
looked amazing.
superb. Speaking of fierce, let's give it up for our homegirl, Charlize Theron, in that short pixie cut. That Dior and the white, she looked phenomenal. For me, she was one of the best dressed by far.
I completely agree. I think she was one of my best dressed as well. Incredible Dior peplum gown, and the detailing on the bodice was amazing. But with that sleek, short pixie crop, which has gone back to her natural blonde,
So
she
hot.
looked sensational. And she kind of, for me, made everyone else feel quite overdressed.
Yes.
They all kind of looked a bit frou-frou compared to her sleek, beautiful silhouette.
And I think that the confidence that she had to not accessorize it much. She wore studs, and that was kind of it. There was absolutely no accessories, and I think it takes a lot of guts to walk down the red carpet at the Oscars without bling on your arm. So that was pretty impressive too.
Yeah. No, it was beautiful. It was very pared back, and she looked sensational. And her makeup as well. I mean, everything was very clean and very minimal. She looked amazing. I agree.
I wanted to ask you, the international media are kind of giving Halle Berry a lot of flack for her Versace gown, which I personally thought was very fashion forward and I thought it was really trendy and really kind of on the cutting edge of what's happening, and she got a lot of flack from the international media. What are your thoughts on what she wore?
You know what? I think she looked super hot. Versace and Halle Berry are a good mix.
True.
They do vampy very well, and she works vampy very well. She wore Versace earlier this year at the Golden Globes, that awful pink kind of sari-esque number that just, to me, did not work. So I was so happy to see Halle back in kind of sex bomb mode.
Agreed.
But I don't think I minded about anything else because she does work those baba-boom curves and everything really well.
I mean, she wasn't a Bond girl for nothing. Let's be honest. She was there for a reason. Completely. Anybody else that you think was noteworthy?
For me, I thought Salma Hayek looked amazing. She was wearing Alexander McQueen also. Like, they hugged her curves beautifully, black velvet.
And it's weird. I didn't like her dress at all. I didn't. I love McQueen. We worship McQueen, but I couldn't get into her. I couldn't get into her look. I just didn't know. It confused me. It confused me.
I thought she looked really good, and I thought that Stacey Keebler looked really good, also in that beautiful embellished gown.
Yeah.
And I mean, I suppose going as with George Clooney on your arm, you can't really not look good.
That's also true.
I thought she looked good.
The best accessories are hot, man.
Yeah, I think he is just so deliciously good looking that she could have worn anything. For me, yeah, my worst dress definitely. Kristen Stewart, I just find so sulky and annoying.
Yeah,
and
I
that
think...
ill-fitting, Naeem Khan, white, lacy.
Agreed.
Frock,
And then she walks onto the red carpet with her crutches, and it's kind of just like rolling your eyes at her.
Brush your hair. Seriously, brush your hair, smile.
Get alive.
This is annoying. Get alive.
I
Exactly. You're on the red
agree.
carpet at the Oscars. Get over yourself.
Exactly. There are worse things in the world.
Get over yourself. I thought Jennifer Lawrence looked beautiful in her Christian Dior.
Completely. Shame, her blups up the stage was a little bit... Shame, she took it in her stride, though. She was hilarious. I'm actually playing a clip from her of what she said backstage a little bit later on in the show, and she's hilarious. She laughed it off.
She is funny.
She was so down to earth. You know, she was just like, oh, well.
She's had quite a few wardrobe malfunctions with Crocs this award season, the whole thing. I'm sure she's very glad to see the back of them, but she is so divine, and I thought that color was youthful and beautiful on her. So yeah, she looked great. For me, Jennifer Aniston, I think in her Valentino also looked great. That beautiful red gown. She's normally always in black, and she's normally
always
quite
tight fitted.
So
yes.
It was nice to see her in something quite
Agreed.
princessy and a great color. I think she could have done something more with her hair.
Agreed. I would have liked to see her hair
was
up. She's always kind of got this kind of straights, but I guess it's her signature do. But I also would have enjoyed seeing her hair up.
Yeah, just a bit sleeker. Yeah, but I thought she looked absolutely fantastic.
Awesome. Agreed.
Yeah, so those were all my favorites. And Zoe Saldana, I think the little black flip at the bottom of her white gown was very cool as well.
Do you know which designer that was? Because I have trolled the internet and I could not figure out who that actually was.
The designer was Alexis Mabille.
Okay.
Who I don't know very much about.
No.
I can tell you as much as that.
No, I also kind of, I looked and I couldn't find it, and I was like, I don't know who dressed this woman. She looked fab, but who knows what she was wearing.
She looked fab. She looked absolutely fab, and I think it was a great platform for the designer as well, because I think Grace has created quite a lot of buzz.
Fabulous. Well, I'm assuming that everybody can catch your best dress picks as well as Bonang Mateba. I saw that she was with you during the week in this week's Grazia.
We did. We had a celebrity fashion jury this week. We decided that after such a long award season, everyone was probably sick to death of hearing just what we had to say. So Bonang and Jenna and Doomy all joined us yesterday morning at the crack of dawn to comment on all the Oscar dresses, and our Oscars issue is out on Friday.
Awesome. I look forward to it. Thank you so much for catching up with us. Sincerely appreciate your time, and enjoy. I heard you're going to Joe Bouquet tonight. Have fun.
Thank
Sounds
you so
fabulous.
much.
Cool.
You soon.
Thanks, Danielle. Ciao.
Bye.
Now, that was the editor of Grazia magazine. You can catch that issue out this week, Friday. Very, very cool. I think I completely agree with what she has today. Bar Salma Hayek. That chick looked whack, in my opinion. But nonetheless, that is what fashion's all about. Agreeing to disagree. We're going to carry on with the music right about now. This is the brand new one from Fall Out Boy. It's called My Song Knows What Your Song Did in the Dark. Ooh, sounds very scandalous.